District. I'll call this meeting to order. Before we begin, I would like to call a moment of silence on behalf of our fellow board member that's not here, Mr. Gonzalez. His mother passed away unexpectedly yesterday. So just a moment of silence for him and his family. Thank you. Establishment of a quorum, we have Mr. Petro Kennedy, Dr. Jaime Rodriguez present, Mr. Erasmo Lopez, Mr. Armando Cuellar, and myself, Mr. Nieto. Item number 3. Discussion and possible action for the board to ratify the contract for the installation of a security access control system at all elementary schools project, RFQ number 19-12-17. Dr. Canales.
Board of Trustees, this item was approved on May 13th, 2019, and it's a contract with 360 Integrated of San Antonio, Texas for the design and installation of a security access system at all our district elementary schools. The agenda item presented to the board that evening stated that the project completion time would be 65 calendar days. In discussions with the company, we realized that the company had submitted 2 different completion dates in their proposal response, and there was something enclosed for you to look at. So in our discussions with the security systems consultant and with Not Pitt Consulting and our staff and 360 Integrated staff, we agreed on the following. The substantial completion date for the project would be August 16th, 2019. That is still 1 week before most teachers return to work for the 2019-2020 school year. So we're just asking that you ratify the contract approved with 360 Integrated of San Antonio, Texas for the design and installation of a security access system at all district elementary schools to reflect that substantial completion date. I do have staff here if you have any questions.
Have our attorneys checked over this and approved everything? Is they okay with it?
Yes, we have.
Does it change the budgeted amount at all?
No, I don't.
Good evening. No, Mr. Kennedy,
It does
no
not.
change at all.
Then I move to approve the ratification of the contract.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Kennedy, and a second by Dr. Jaime to ratify the contract for the installation of a security access control system at all elementary schools. Any other discussion?
I think that the safety of our students is of the utmost importance. And I welcome this project, and I'm glad we're getting it done for the safety of our kids.
Any other comments? All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4, discussion and possible action for the board to consider approval to hire Valley Risk Consulting of McAllen, Texas, to provide insurance and employee benefit consulting services. Dr. Canales.
Board of Trustees, for this item, we're currently conducting 5 RFPs for employee benefits and insurance services. The team, and I'm recommending that the Board of Trustees hire Valley Risk Consulting to provide the support to those services and authorize administration to execute the contract subject to legal approval. We will work with attorneys on this. The proposed cost for the consulting services, I think we have a correction on what you have before you. What is the actual amount? $49,500 for a 12-month period.
Doc, what's the difference with what we've been doing already with Valley Risk? They've been working for the district already, haven't they?
Valley Risk has provided some service. This previous year, Mr. LaRosa is here that he can answer any more detailed questions. This would be for upcoming RFPs that are going to be going out. We will be having 5, so providing services in that area. There is a consulting information, agreement information. And Mr. Del Rosa, can you answer any additional questions, Mr.?
I guess my question is, is this for 12-month contract? He's going to get paid on a monthly basis, or is it, because we've been using him on an as-needed basis before, haven't we?
Yeah, the last time we used him was last year to evaluate the PBM and property and casualty services. So that was under the $25,000. So we just hired him for that. So when I approached him about helping us out with the PBM RFP and the other insurance items coming up, he submitted this offer. So I reviewed it and discussed it with Dr. Canales, and it's kind of like a all-in-one package for a year. So it's 41.5 not to exceed 49,500 in a 12-month period.
So the past year, we paid him $25,000 for consulting services?
It was a little bit 24, and it was just to assist us on 2 projects.
Okay, and how many projects would he assist us on in the upcoming year?
Well, we've got currently,
5.
there's 5 RFPs coming up. There's also voluntary products, evaluation coming up, stop-loss insurance is coming up. And of course, next year, we will have to bid out our TPA services, so he would assist in that also.
Now, these 5 that are coming up, are these going to be done here in the next few months? Is there going to be, are we still going to be paying them, say, if we take care of these 5 RFPs, is there going to be work for him?
Yes.
In the months?
Yes, sir.
Follow?
Some will be busier than others, but yes, there will be work. As I mentioned, the voluntary product, stop-loss insurance, and of course, any other risk management issues, workers' comp issues that come up, he helps us with that as well. And then, of course, the next year when we start getting ready to bid out, there's also, he proposes cost containment measures, also services to help us kind of manage the claims, if you will, or give us recommendations and suggestions as far as what we can do to the health plan just to curb that, cost a little bit more.
Besides last year, have we used them before, the prior?
Oh, yes, sir. He's been with us off and on since 2009, or the company, I should say.
What do you all want to do, gentlemen?
I know that most of our insurances are coming up either for renewal, right, Mike? To where we've already gone to 3 years? Is that correct?
Yes, there's quite a few.
So I can see where you would come in handy, because in the past, all we've had to do is approve the second year or approve the third year.
Correct.
But now that we're gonna be going out, I think that he is gonna have more work than what we've had for him in the past.
Yes, sir.
So, that being said, I'm gonna make a motion to approve.
And I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Lopez and a second by Coach Cuellar. Will the board consider approval to hire Valley Risk Consulting of McAllen, Texas? Any other discussion?
I guess my only concern is, I know in the past we've gone out for proposals for consultant firms, and I know we had hired a firm before, and I guess my concern is just awarding it just without looking at other options. So that's, I know he's done work for the district, but, that would be my issues, not looking out to see what other options we have.
Okay.
Dr. Rodriguez, I will answer to your concern on that, is that we did go out before and had a different company that was not from the area. And being that this firm is from the valley, they're better, I felt that they were better adapt to give us what we needed. And what I mean is more familiar with the area. And when we had the firm from out of the valley, it was like they were not in touch with us and with the superintendent or with Mike either. So, and being that this firm has been involved with the district for the past, ever since I've been here, so for the past 10 years, that's why I feel comfortable.
And I think any time that we needed him to present, he was here present as long as we gave him ample time, or to help us out in any other insurances. Okay.
I think I would have preferred to see what the cost was if we continued on an ongoing basis than as a monthly retainer. That would make me feel more comfortable. That way I could say, well, we're going to exceed the, if we had paid him on an ad hoc basis, would that be less than the $49,000 that we would pay him contractually or more? Just to get a good basis of the cost. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
But-
good.
Are we able to negotiate pricing with him or not?
You can, yeah, we can. You don't have to accept a 49. I think the 49 is kind of strategically because if you're under the $50,000 procurement threshold, we don't have to go out for it. But yeah, you can negotiate whatever contract the parties will agree to.
And if I may, Mr. Lopez and Mr. Kennedy, that's why the subject to legal approval because we'll go back and negotiate with him after, but I'd like to get him started as soon as possible.
Well,
Okay.
then, if I may, I'd like to modify my motion to read that, approve the hire Valley Risk Management Consultant, McAllen, Texas, provide insurance, employee benefits, consulting services, and that staff and our superintendent try to negotiate a better pricing for the district.
Okay. Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Lopez and a second by Coach Cuellar.
Are you okay with
Yes,
that?
I will second that.
For the board to consider approval to hire Valley Risk Consulting of McAllen, Texas, to provide insurance and employee benefit consulting services, and the staff and the superintendent will negotiate the price.
If I may, Dr. Gonzalez, you're asking for approval of this?
We're asking for approval of it and to work with legal. We wanted to make sure that we had some language in the contract to include the out for the school district if there was not enough work. We're estimating, given the number that we do have, that there will be enough, and what we have to get ready for next year, that there will be enough. And we do know that for under 25 last year, he handled, was it 2? So for 5, we kind of looked at that price too, 25. This is, now we're 5, so just do the numbers. The 49 divided by 5 versus the 25 for 2. So we're looking at that, but we do need some type of support in this. Insurance is a big business for school districts. It's a lot at stake. It takes care of employees, our athletes, and it's important that we do have something in place to help with the process.
All right, so we have a motion by Mr. Lopez and a second by Mr. Cuellar. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
So, all in favor, raise your hand.
Aye.
All against? Okay, motion carries. I'll go with the ayes. Closed meeting to discuss, it is 5:45. Closed meeting to discuss personal matters, employment of personnel, resignations, delivery regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, Texas Government Code 551074 and 551071. 3A, Superintendent's recommendation for the position of Title I Federal Programs Director. B, consulting with attorney regarding pending or contemplated litigation, a settlement offer. C, a matter in which the duty of attorney to the Weslaco ISD under the Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code 551.071. So we go into executive session. And it's 5:47. We're back in open meeting. It is 6:20. Item A, personnel matters, employment of personnel. Dr. Canales.
Board of Trustees, I recommend the employment of personnel as discussed in closed session.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion by Dr. Jaime and a second by Mr. Kennedy. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Resignations, no action.
No action.
Item number 3, deliberation regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment duties, no action.
A.
We have one?
Yes, we do.
We do, okay.
So the superintendent recommend for
Oh,
the
Michael.
position of Title I Federal Programs Director, Mr. John Garlick.
I move to approve the superintendent's recommendation.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Kennedy, a second by Dr. Jaime, to approve the recommendation for Title I Federal Programs Director, Mr. John Garlick. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. You want to introduce Mr. Garlick?
Mr. Garlick, would you just, he's here.
Do you want to say anything about Mr. Garlic?
Mr. Garlic, would you like to say anything? Okay.
Congratulations.
All right. Item B, consultation with attorney regarding pending or contemplated litigation, settlement offer, or a matter in which the duty of the attorney to the Weslaco ISD under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Texas Government Code 551071. No action on this one, right, Dr. Canales?
No action.
Adjournment.
So moved.
All right.
Time.
It is 6:20. That was a quick. And we adjourn. Adjourn.